Today I'm gonna show you some updates that are in the third version of the engine FLP. And also, if you haven't seen the first or second version of this video, go to my channel or the link in the description to see the V1 and V2. So let's start with telling you guys what will be new in the version 3 of the engine FLP. So as you can see, the first update is a visual update. I changed it a little bit to my old profile picture, and the settings and engines are on the different side. Also, I added the reverb slider, and the engine now idles at around 50 BPM. As you can see, we still have the V8, the rotary and the V12. And next to the V8, I typed V2 sounds better. And that's because I've changed a lot of settings and now the V8 doesn't sound the same as the V2 and V1 version. I focused this version more on different engines. If you want the V1 or V2 version with the V8, just join my Discord, then go to the FLP links tab and click on the Gumroad link. In this version though, we have the V10 from a Lexus LFA. Then I've also added some white noise / brown noise behind the engine sounds, so it sounds more natural and more like a real engine. I've got this tip from this guy, and also check out his videos, link in the description. He's really good at remaking engines and he told me a lot about how he made his engines. Then we have the reverb slider. It's just reverb. You can set the amount from 0 to 100, with 0 sounding like this and 100 sounding like this. I like to keep it around 50 because it sounds a little bit like you're in a tunnel in a game or something. Then we still have the supercharger and the muffler. I've named all the engines on the right tracks, so it's easy to modify them yourself. And I've EQ'd every single one of them, so it sounds more like a real car. You can also find the supercharger and noise over here. So this is for the third version of the engine FLPs. And again, everything will be tweaked and more engines will be added. Also, I see people in the comments and in my Discord recommending me engines that I could make. Keep doing that because I read every comment and I try to recreate some engines that you let me know. So now for the last time, I'm gonna show you how you can remake any engine you want, just like in the video of version 1. And don't click away because I'm gonna answer your questions after I do the tutorial. So with this tutorial, I'm gonna open up a empty file and I'm gonna take a random kick out of a random kit. Okay, so I got this kick. And now we can begin with putting it together. So first of all, go to pattern 1 and drag it into your playlist. Then zoom in and make it one of these like blocks. If you play it now, you'll see that it will loop. Then double click on the pattern. Then open up your piano roll and open up a browser so we can find the firing order of the engine you want to recreate. Then search up your engine and firing order. Then you can click on one of these links or go to images. This is the V8 firing order that I want. So let's see how we need to do it. Okay, so we have left, right, left, right, right, left, right, left. Now let's put it into FL Studio. Okay, so for me, C sharp is left and C is right. So this is the firing order of a V8, but it's not at the right scale, because if you now play it, it only plays this note. Hold Ctrl and select them all, or just press Ctrl A, and then this thing will appear. Just drag it till it's one of these blocks. Now if you play it, depending on what BPM you're at, you can also hear an engine-like sound. Now X out of this and set your BPM around 80 and click play. You can hear the idle of the engine that you just made. And if you want to rev up, you click play and just bump the BPM up. This almost sounds like an engine, but we still need to tweak some stuff. Just put your kick on track 1 or any track you want, and then you can add EQs or other plugins that you want. So that's it for the engine tutorial. You can do it with any engine you want. Just search up the firing order and you can remake that engine. So now we're gonna go and answer some questions from you. Okay, so the first question is from this guy. He's saying that he sees people using C and C sharp for the pistons that I showed you in the tutorial, but you don't need to use C and C sharp. You can also use different kind of pitches and put your left and right or your notes further apart from each other so you can get a different sound that you want. So just try around and shift some things so you can get the engine sound that you want. This guy asks, what kick do I use? Well, there isn't a kick that actually works for every engine because every engine sounds different. So try to download or record the sound of the engine that you want, bring it into FL Studio and stretch it out so you can almost hear the sound of one piston and try to recreate that with a kick. Can you make a video on diesel engines? I'm trying to make diesel engines and I'm trying to recreate this guy's engine, the 2-stroke Detroit diesel. Diesels are so difficult to make, so I have to really find a way to do it correctly. So I really have to find a way that it sounds good. So I'm working on diesels, but I don't know when they will be good to release, but just know I'm trying. Adding some phasing and chorus can help add more realism to the idle. That's true, I added the chorus in the version 3 of the engine FLP and it already sounded better when idling. So thank you for this guy. Many people said it, but this guy was first. Thank you for saying it. This guy said add a V6, V16 and a flat plane V8 and the Lexus V10. Well, I added the Lexus V10, so let me know in the comments or in the Discord how you think the Lexus V8 came out. I will be working on the other engines soon. Hi, I tried the FLP, but no sound came out. Okay, so if you open up the FLP, you'll get this. Just open up the mixer, then go to the master, click on it so it's selected, then click on start and you'll get this box. Here you can do everything. Just click on play and it will begin to play and you can click the engines that you want and use the RPM meter. Also, many people told me to make a turbo, but a turbo flutter, you can't like make it how I'm doing it. So in a loop, I can't make a turbo flutter. You can only use a turbo if you use an automation clip with the BPM and make like a full sequence of it. So it can't be done in a loop. Maybe next part, if I find it out, I can teach you guys that as well. Also, I got a lot of these comments that a Russian YouTube channel stole my video. It was actually this video and I'm not advertising to go look at it, but actually do because you can learn a lot from it. And I don't think he actually stole it because he didn't copy my video. He didn't like download my video and posted it on his channel. He put it in his own words, in his own language and with his own edits. And his edits were a little bit better than that I did. And his video was a little bit shorter. So I think he deserved the views and maybe he got inspiration from me. That would be pretty cool. And I also saw people in the comments of this video saying that he stole it from me, and I really appreciate the people that did that, but I don't really think he stole it. Maybe he got inspiration, so I don't really mind. But thank you guys for commenting and letting me know. The road resetting also sounds a lot like a Subaru Boxer engine. That's right, at high RPMs it also sounds like a Subaru Boxer. Also, that is an engine that I can try to remake in the next part. The same guy also said if you can make a starting engine sound or cranking the engine, that's something you can also not do in a loop, but you can do with a automation clip. So I'll try to make it in the next part and show you guys. If racing games keep recording sound from cars, they are dumb. I don't think the engines that I make are this good for like games. If you compare them to most racing games, you can see that the FL Studio one actually sounds pretty good. So I mean, if there are developers, just download it because it's free. Also, someone requested a Nissan GTR engine and I'll try to remake that in the next part too. Do my uncle snoring in FL Studio? What? Also, the popping sound when letting go of gas on a real car, you can't recreate it in a loop, but you need to use an automation clip. 1.9 TDI tutorial. Okay, so again, this is diesel, so I don't know if I can remake it, but I'll try in the next part. Still sounds better than the artificial engine noises in electric cars. Yo, if you're a car company, hit me up, hit me up. You can replicate what you want. If the bass sounds like an explosion. That's true, that's like what I'm trying to say. You just need a good kick that sounds a lot like one explosion of a piston from the engine that you want. Just put them in the firing order. No exhaust, no compression, no harmonics, just randomly pitched kicks in rapid succession, and bro thinks he did something. First of all, it was just a little bit of a test and I thought I would upload it on YouTube. I'm not saying I'm a professional at this and I'm not saying it's good. Some of the engines don't really sound like the car, so I'm not saying it's good, but sometimes I'm just lucky and the kicks sound good enough for it sounding almost like an engine. And this guy's right, no exhaust, no compression and no harmonics. Okay, so that's it for the video. If you want to get the engines, go to the description, join the Discord server, go to the Gumroad link and you will be greeted with this. Then you can get the V1, V2 or V3 version. There are 0 left right now and it's $10, but I will be fixing it right when this video is going online. It will be $0 and you can just get it. It's completely free, so you don't have to pay anything. Just click on it, you can see a description and you can add it to your cart. Also, when you're done with downloading, you can leave a review. On this page you also have my drum kits, my vocal presets and my remake FLPs. And let me know in the comments or my Discord what you want to see next or what engines I need to remake. Also, you can give me tips, anything you want. I will read every comment and I'll see what I can do. So thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. You tryna be like this little bitch, I already know.